That's how long I've been waiting for you. And I am forced to talk with these guys, especially Zed and then Dane. I am forced to talk with them. Now you're here. We're going to do your coaching. I'm just kidding, bro. So, what's your comment about this game? I'd like tips on how to improve my laning, also my macro gameplay. Thanks. Okay. So let's enter your what's your rank, by the way? Crusader 3. Okay. My comment is that bad? I mean, it's fine. I don't see any issues with it. Wraith. Okay. Okay. So
It's as certain as my choice of air.
let's
This one
go.
is in the bag.
Who's your support? Is it going to be Chan?
Pay attention when I tell you.
Lich?
This one is in the
In any case, wait, this game's draft is really weird. It's really a weird draft for me. Like if you take a look on the enemy's draft, potentially you're going to play against Mirana or Dark Willow, or even Zeus or CM, because I can see potential Troll, CM, Troll, Dark Willow, anything. It's really weird. It's a really weird lane for me. And for that, let's talk about your game, like Wraith King. In any other case, or in any case that one of them will pop up in there in the top lane, you can still be ready. Wait, why you're going for Bracer first item? Okay, you scouted the observer. You're pinging your teammates about it. That's nice. Really, really good one. I don't really like the idea of going for Bracer or even Wraith Band or Null, especially if we're talking about Wraith King, because it tells me that since you're going for stats item, particularly the Bracer, you want to sustain yourself and stay in the lane, which for the most part, if we're talking with the Wraith King, it's not really that great because after level 5, even level 7, you can easily jungle or even hit the Ancients with the Vampiric Spirit. So you are not going to lane for the most part. So if that's gonna happen, you should not go for Bracer. You should go for something like going for maybe just Iron Branches, and then later you can have it for Magic One, and then queue an item like Boots. You can go for Power Treads, or you can go for Face Boots. But in this game, I think Face Boots is much better because it will give you armor for the lane, and also you can easily close the gap between you and the squishy targets, in which it's going to be Dark Willow, Mirana. All of them is a squishy, aside from the Troll Warlord. So Face Boots is really nice in here. Let's see. You missed the CS in here. Another thing as well. This is actually more common in our bracket. The safe lanes are not going to contest the runes, or not going to help the team in here for this bottom river rune, because after no first blood or no contest in here, you are forced to walk in here or use your TP to the top lane, which means you need to spend more time into cutting those trees behind around you for pathing. For the most part in our bracket though, in the Immortal, the safe lane is just going to stay in here, and then we'll proceed to cut the trees in here, here, and here for easy pathing later, for pulling as well. And you even go for the level 1 Mortal Strike. Are you... It seems to me that you're really not confident when it comes to your last hitting. That's why you went for the Immortal Strike. That's something that you need to learn, because you are playing a carry, right? So if you're going to play carry, all you've gotta do is just last hit the creeps. So why is... You could actually die in there, but for some reason the Mirana didn't use the arrow immediately when you got rooted. I mean, yeah, you have Fairy Fire, sure, but you're going to be harassed. So look at your itemization in here. You only have one set of tango, and you didn't think about the possible lane that you're going to have in here. Since they're both range heroes in here, even with troll kind of melee heroes, they're going to right click you a lot. And if that is the case, maybe go for Ring of Protection instead. Because the Ring of Protection will give you protection, armor, basically. You know? It will mitigate the damage against those right clicks from the range heroes. So it will double your armor. Of course, you have +3 armor because of the tower protection. But if you're outside of the tower, it's just 2 armor. So instead of you receiving 30 damage from their right clicks, let's say, since you only have 2 armor, maybe it will be lesser than that. Because their magic spells are not that easy to land, since we're talking about Dark Willow and we're talking about Miranda. If you observe it, although most of the damage that you receive is only physical damage, you only got hit by a Bramble Maze of the Dark Willow once, and that's it. Another thing, the Ring of Protection can be used later for AC, or Assault Kiras. It's a really good item, because you can upgrade to Buckler and then go for AC. And this is actually not a good lane for me. Like with your Wraith King, let's move it back. More. Why? Because again, you didn't think about the laning stage. Like your teammate. You're playing with Lich, right? So the Lich is actually one of the strongest or aggressive laner that you could ask for. Early game. And if your Wraith King has passive that has cooldown of every 4 seconds. Wait, it's not 4 seconds now. Yeah, 5.5. Even if Lich managed to go for Q to the enemy and then use all of his mana and then die in the process, you cannot help because you don't have a fucking stun. You don't have any spell to use. All you can do is just right click the enemy down. So if you have like stun with the addition of the slow on the Lich, I think you're going to be the bully in this lane instead of the on the receiving end. Is Lich flying? Yeah, it's a bug on the replay. It's literally floating. I mean, he's a ghost, right? So yeah, the Lich is an aggressive support, but since you went for the Mortal Strike and then Vampiric Spirit at level 2, he cannot really achieve it, right? He cannot really be aggressive because if the Lich played aggressive, it's going to be 2 versus 1. 2 versus 1 because you're so useless right now. You're really passive. Deny. Last hits. Okay. I think here. 2 minutes, yeah. I think here. Yep. So last hitting. Another thing that I've noticed is that you don't know, you don't utilize the creep aggro. Do you know the creep aggro mechanic or no? I think you don't know the creep aggro because I never saw it from your end. So I think that's a problem. What's that? Let me give an example too. I think in this lane in particular. Let's go back. Okay, here. So as you can see right now, the melee creep right here on the Radiant side is almost dead, right? So the creep aggro, or not just the creep aggro, neutrals or tower aggro works like if you issued an attack to the enemy heroes, let's say you issued an attack to the Mirana, the allied creeps of Mirana is going to attack you because you are attacking their hero, right? So that means they're going to follow you, the melee hero, the melee creeps. They're going to go on you. They're going to attack you because you tried to attack their hero, right? And if you do the creep aggro right here, let's say I'm the Wraith King, I issued an attack to the Miranda, the melee creeps will come to me, and then it's gonna be much easier for me to last hits because I can manipulate the positioning of my of the creeps. Not actually attack them, yes. Just issue an attack and then they will follow you. Look at here, let's see. Even here, if you issue an attack right now, they will go on you. Okay. I think the enemy actually utilized the creep aggro thing. I think only once. Let's see. I think here. They only utilize it once. So here. Yeah, I think here. Watch out the creeps.
No money for you.
So look at the. I think the Dark Willow is the one that aggro the creeps. See it here. Dark Willow going to attack you. Yes. So the Dark Willow, when the Dark Willow issued an attack to you, the creeps immediately move towards her, and then the Dark Willow still continued with the attack because you are within her range, and yeah, you can see it here, right? The creeps are following her because she issued an attack on you and then she even attacked you. I mean, no need to show the perspective of the enemy. As long as you know how it works, like issued an attack to the enemy and then you are within range, it's gonna happen. Wait, there's a creep aggro mechanic in here, Dota 2, on the wiki, or on the fan page. Where is it? Drawing aggro. I think this is it. This is for the creeps, like the drawing aggro thing. In the mid lane, it's a fucking must-have skill. If you don't know how to aggro properly on the mid, you are going to lose the lane for the most part. So let's proceed with your replay. So last hitting wise, I think that's really putting you in a bad spot right here. Since you are not aggroing the creeps, and please don't use it to the Dark Willow. What the fuck is that, bro? Like he just arrowed in there, and then you just accept it. You just take it, and then you're not even macroing your courier right there. I don't know if you're typing or blaming the lich, but it feels lazy to me. Don't use your Q on Dark Willow unless you saw her use the W or the Shadow Realm, because it can be disjointed. Not just with the Shadow Realm spell, but with also Blink Dagger, Yule's Manta style. There's a lot of things that can disjoint your stun. So be careful when it comes to the usage, because your casting is not even that great, not instant. So here, yeah, still keep going, yeah, face boots. It's fine if you're bad. That's why we're doing coaching. Even me, I'm bad. That's why I cannot reach 7k. Everyone is bad. It just depends on the degree of how bad you are, and it depends on you if you're going to learn from your mistakes or keep committing the same mistakes. Just last hitting. So this is all you do all lane. Yeah, in the early lane. Yep. Just running back and forth, and then when it's time to last it, you're going to last it with a mortar strike, and you even miss that range, but it's fine. Yeah. Okay. Not good. TPing. Okay. I mean, you're actually safe in there. You don't need to TP, but maybe you're reward because you don't have boots right there. So you have the phase boots. Going for Radiance. Okay. You release your skeleton, so it's not gonna be easy for you to farm the creeps, like the jungle creeps right now. So you're forced to play in the lane creeps in here. Last hit again. Holy shit, a dead guy. The Mirana is bad as well, so the matchmaking is working perfect. Last hit, yeah, keep last hitting. I actually want you to go back to go to the jungle and farm with the skeletons. See what you're doing right now? You're just laning with the creeps, killing the creeps. You're actually last hitting them, which is really easy with the Mortal Strike. But the question is how you farm those creeps. Since you are just controlling the lane, like waiting for the Mortal Strike or for the last hit, the lane stayed exactly where they are. The lane is still here, right? Because if I'm the one playing your Wraith King, I'm going to push out the lane quickly. And then after I pushed it, I either go farm in here or even here. Okay? Because if you will wait, or if you take so long to clear 4 creeps or 1 creep wave right there, it's not really efficient when it comes to the farming speed. What I'll do is that I will clear the wave, let's say 5 seconds, instead of that things that you're doing like 10 or 15 seconds right there, and use that extra time to farm the other camps. So in that process, you are going to accelerate your farm, because you are not only relying on the lane creeps, you're only taking the neutral creeps. Okay, so here, look at him, look at him. You're really controlling the lane. Okay, now you're not controlling it. Okay, now you're going to farm the neutral, and then you went back to the lane again. I guess you never learned with it. Your farming speed is gonna be really slow if this one continues. Trust me. The Mirana keeps dying. I don't know if she doesn't have like leap. She has leap, but she uses it. Do you really want to play like fighting in here? Because if it's me, I'll go for farm, because no one can easily contest your farm in the jungle. Again, you're not making use of your vampiric spirit, which is a lifesteal, and then you can spawn skeletons, and then there's the critical strike as well every 5 seconds. So make use of it, especially when you don't have reincarnation. You don't need to put yourself into the danger. You're giving the enemy a chance to kill you, okay? Because they know you don't have reincarnation, and they're still in there. But yeah, you never hit crit like the neutrals, even though you can actually do it. I don't know why you're so afraid of it. Mirana is dead again. Mirana never learned. Yeah, keep pushing. Keep pushing, yeah. Keep pushing. You went back. Okay. Farm. This is only 2 camps, so it's actually fine for you to take it. You don't need help. You can easily take it. And please don't use the skeletons as early as you can. Wait for at least to have like 6, 7, or 8 charges in there. Max charges is 8. Right now, this is the charge. This is the current number of the skeleton. If you use it, you only spawn 1 skeleton. So maybe 6 or more skeletons, and then relieve it. Okay? Those skeletons are really good for farming, or even for pushing. That's the good thing about the Wraith King. I think you should be farming right now instead of trying to move around the map. I don't understand it. So, instead of you running around, like going like this and this, if you just farm here, this whole camp in here, or even here, you're so close with your regions. If you didn't waste your time in there. Remember, you're a carry. If you manage to get your rages as quickly as possible, it will accelerate your farm. You can get Blink Dagger right after, and then that's the time that you should fight. because you already have a farming item, right? Right now you don't have a farming item. All you have is the spells or abilities that you have, and then your levels, and then your face boots, bracers. That's it. You don't have real farming item right now, or even fighting item. It's just shitting on you, and you don't have magic wand. I don't know why you're staying in there. This can be avoided. This can be really fucking avoided, man. Why? Because you're staying in here. What if you drag the creep wave up here? So that means the creep wave is gonna play in here, and the tower is gonna attack from here to here. And if the Zeus will try to go from here, which is outside of the tower's range. Look at the range of the tower. He is just staying in here. But if creeps are here, and you are here, the Zeus cannot easily follow you from there to there, because the tower will attack him, and he's not really that tanky, right? So the creep aggro is really important. So here, you even stayed in here, and then you just died. Again, you can aggro, or you can just let the skeletons handle that creep wave. Yeah, you're giving them chances to kill you.
He's under attack. Still be alive. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think they're trying the combo of the Chen and then the Death Wards of the Witch Doctor. Good to know you two are in a group. Bounties. Keep farming, yeah. I think you will have your radiance for like 20 minutes or more. Keep farming, yeah. Ancients. Yep, farm, yeah. Nice. But your timing is really delayed. Good Wraith King players, when it comes to their farming, they will have the radiance for like 16, 17. And they actually, or possibly have Gloves of Haze, Midas, or even Armlet in there. But you, on the other hand, you're going for Face Boots and then Radiance. So your farm is really low, as you can see in the chat, in the graph as well. Good thing your team is kind of carrying you, especially the Lina and the Witch Doctor. But you, on the other hand, you're really performing very poor. Farming speed. You need to have like priorities. When I say priorities, it's either you fight, pressure the enemy, or you farm, get your timings. Since you're playing carry, your main priority is get your items or get your timings as quickly as you can. Now that you have Radiance, you can accelerate your farm. Radiance is not a fighting item. Remember that. Radiance could be a fighting item, but it's not really that efficient. Because the Radiance is more of a farming item. For the most part, of course. But if you want to fight with Radiance, go for it. But make sure that you will not die. Because if you keep dying like this, you're going to delay your timings more. Do you know why you're even winning the team fight? It's not even about you. It's really about the Lina and then the Witch Doctor. And I think the game is over in here. Dirk. Because there's nothing that you can learn from here. Aside from the fact that the game will be continued and there's no drastic changes of the game. Do you have any questions to me though, Dirk? Just want to know. I want to know if you have any questions so far, so I can answer it.
The prize is mine.
It's gonna be a big throw if you lose this game, but I think you managed to win this game. Yeah, 15 or 14 to 51. This is a fucking stomp right there. And look at the damage. 16k, you're being outperformed by your other teammates, which is not really good. Can I do another replay next week? I don't really recommend for the same student to have like consecutive slot for weeks because I want to have the other students a chance to analyze their replay. So if the guys or if there are open slots, maybe we can analyze your replay. But if possible, let's try to give it to others. Okay?
Radiant's bottom
Unless you're a
tower is
subscriber
under
like
attack.
Jim earlier, is that even if I coach him like 3 times straight, I don't complain about it because he's a subscriber. That's the perk of the subscriber right there.
Radiant's
So
courier
yeah,
has been slain. War has come to
game is gonna be played out. 3 things or 4 things to actually work on. Last hitting, you need to know the fucking creep aggro. Creep aggro. Creep aggro. Creep aggro, that's the first thing, and then second thing is knowing the matchups, like your laning stage. The Lich is supposed to be an aggressive support because of the spell that he has early on. But since you went for the passives, you got the stun level 3. That's the time that you actually get a kill in the lane, right? Only at level 3. Because the lane is being passive for quite some time. Yeah. The moment that you got stunned, that's the moment that you're getting kills in the lane. Remember? You're level 3, you're nothing. You cannot get anything in here. But since you get level 3 with stun, you managed to kill the Mirana multiple times. So yeah, knowing the lane and then knowing your priorities. When I say knowing your priorities, ask yourself, are you going to farm or are you going to fight? So yeah, those 3 things first. I want you to focus on those things because that is the most obvious thing that you've been doing wrong in this game. Try to fix that habit of yours first, and then let me know if the coaching is effective or not. Okay?